Hi, welcome to the Offsides podcast. I'm Josh,
And I'm John.
and today we have a very fun episode. What we're going to be doing today is creating a starting basketball lineup using athletes to different sports. So we're going to have one basketball player, of course, a football player, a baseball player, a hockey player, and a soccer player. John, I'm excited about this one.
I spent way too long on making this team. I'm not proud of it.
Hey,
I
no, it's good to be researched though when you're trying to get together a good basketball team.
definitely. All right, you want to go first?
Yeah, we'll start off with me on the docket.
Yep.
Um,
All right, who's
I'm
your
gonna
first
go with
player?
my first player is gonna be my point guard,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Billy Hamilton of the New York Mets.
Yep.
Uh,
Just also referring, I did. Oh, I couldn't find a Mets photo, so there's a Reds photo. For him,
hey,
but
that's fine. The people know I said it. We're good.
yep.
Um, so
Why'd you pick him?
for all right. Back in high school, Billy was an all-state football player, basketball player, and baseball player.
All right.
He played point guard. He's got okay size. I think
Mhm.
he's at 6'1" here.
He's so
Um,
speedy. He is so speedy.
he's he has a quote here saying that if he were to be a player, he'd be a Russell Westbrook type player. Um, in his I think this is during his entire career. He averaged 27 points, 5 assists playing at a prep school.
All right.
I believe
Hmm.
that's Taylorsville down in Mississippi. Now I don't know how good the prep basketball is in Mississippi, but it's still prep basketball. It's still 25 points. It's still 5 assists. His career high was 55 points in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds like a guy that can just come in there, can score points, but he can also distribute and get guys involved in the game. I think that's a great guy to start out with. Um,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
someone that he's obviously got some offensive abilities, but you got to imagine with that kind of speed and quickness, he's got to be good in the defense.
All right, who are you picking for your second guy?
Second guy is Anders Lee from the New York Islanders.
My boy,
Uh,
Anders. Captain,
so
my captain, captain. But keep going. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. As we all know, hockey players are tough.
Oh, big tough.
He's going to be my shooting guard. He's going to be my 3-and-D guy, my Pat Beverly, if you will, on the defensive end. Now, I don't believe he has a background of basketball,
Hmm.
but he was an all-state quarterback and also an all-state pitcher.
Hmm.
A lot of transferable skills. He is just an all-around athlete, and that's the kind of guy you want. And being a hockey player, he's got to have a lot of lateral quickness. Got to have quick hands, and as you know, he does have quick hands.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Um, he was also a speed skating national champion.
Huh.
Uh, don't know how that'll equate to the hardwood,
Just
but
fast. I don't know.
hey, he's a winner.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Well,
the
well,
guys.
well, well, give us the series to call him a winner. Just don't jinx it for me.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
don't.
hey, he's a national champion in one sport or the other, so that's a lot of credibility right there. So yeah, he's my shooting guard, mostly probably as a defensive specialist. Not quite sure what else he can do.
Mhm.
But a lot of those guys that can play basketball and football usually have a little bit background of basketball. Probably an absolute baller.
All right.
Um, for my small forward position is David De Gea, goalkeeper at Manchester United.
All right.
Our
My
boy,
boy. Our
our
boy.
team.
Well,
Uh,
I want him gone, but let's just go. Let's just continue.
that's for a different
That's
that's
for
for a different
Saturday.
day.
That's
Yeah,
for Saturday's recording, Sunday's post.
yeah.
But yeah.
Um, so Spanish goalkeeper, a bigger guy. What is he
Mhm.
at 6'4"?
Yes.
Uh,
I thought it was six. I thought it was 6'6" to be honest, but no, maybe you're right.
6'4".
All right.
He's lankier,
Hmm.
small guy, but
He's lost a lot of weight.
um,
He's lost a lot of weight. This season, I know that.
he's always been kind of a skinny guy.
Yeah.
But I don't. He's a few years back. There were some videos that surfaced of him kind of playing basketball
Hmm.
with some of the other Manchester United
Yeah.
players, and he can dunk. 6'4", hope so, but um,
Better.
he can dunk. He can dribble. Couple clips of him
I
shooting
mean, he could
threes.
jump pretty
So
high, so you expect him to
he's
expect him to dunk.
yeah,
So.
he's for those of you who don't watch soccer. He for about 5, 6 years, he was the one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
Mhm.
Great reactions, great hands, great footwork. So that tells you again another good defender. He can throw it down. So theme here with defense, and you'll see that later on with another one of my picks.
Mhm.
Actually, both of them.
Mhm.
So he's my pick for small forward. Not quite sure what else he can do in a simulated game series, but hey,
Mhm.
we're just having fun with this.
Yep.
For my next one, this is a shout out to my roommate. He kind of tossed me up on this, and uh, when you think football players to basketball, most guys will think Jimmy Graham and Antonio Gates, which
Mhm.
Antonio just retired.
Mhm.
So he's out of the mix there. But every Sunday you had to hear about Antonio Gates, leading Kent State to the Elite Eight back when he played high school ball. And you hear about Jimmy Graham playing for Miami, 3 years, I believe it was,
Mhm.
2 years.
Yeah, I have no
Uh,
idea. I hate Miami.
but I I went a little off here with Mo Alley Cox.
I
He was
honestly had
actually
no idea when you said this. I had no idea who this was, to be honest. No idea.
my roommate's a big Colts player. So he's tight
Mhm.
end for the Indianapolis Colts.
Mhm.
He played 4 years at VCU, and they're not quite the powerhouse that they used to be.
Well, they're still
Um,
good. They make the tournament every time, and like I still
but
would
hey, yeah,
respect them as a
yeah,
program.
they're a top Atlantic 10 team.
Mhm.
He played his last year, 2016, 2017. He's a 3-year starter, played 4 years. Um, he's 6'6", so he's a bit smaller for a power forward. Um, but he is looking at his stats here. He's an absolute banger down low. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, his field goal percentage was 57% his 4 years there. Um, and per 40 minutes, that's on moving up, but started with 6 attempts all the way to 10 attempts his senior year. So he was scoring 14 points per 40 minutes. Um, hey, that's pretty good offensive upside right there.
Yep.
Paint guy, someone to get the ball in down low.
Mhm.
He's a fantastic shot blocker too. He averaged like just under 2 a game. That's a great guy to have in the paint. Um, another body banger, big tight end guy.
Mhm.
He's also very fast on the football field. So um, no skills going to translate helping running the floor. And why I say running the floor is it's going to transition in my basketball player.
Mhm.
Your 2019-2020 NBA Defensive Player of the Year, Mr. Giannis, the Greek Freak.
I still can't pronounce his last name, but yes, Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
I,
Antetokounmpo.
it's just gonna make my speech impediment look worse, like if I try to say
Hey, no, it's fine.
it.
Giannis. You say
Giannis.
Giannis. How many other people are named Giannis out there that are that prolific at
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah.
So Giannis was my guy. Um, Defensive Player of the Year. Again, another defender. But as we know, a spectacular scorer on anywhere inside of the 3-point line,
Mhm.
and he's improving there. But he's a guy that even going against NBA players, he makes them look pedestrian. So if you put him against non-NBA players, imagine what he's going to do.
Mhm.
Um, Now, originally, I wanted Luka. I thought the defense suffered there with Luka on the floor defending whoever the other basketball player was. Um, and I thought there are a lot of athletes that played point guard in high school.
Mhm.
So I figured if I can get a ball distributor, I want the absolute best player in the game right now with Giannis. I wanted some size
Mhm.
because, outside of maybe offensive linemen and Aaron Judge,
Mhm.
how many guys are you going to find, bigger than 6'6"?
Yeah.
Um, so I wanted some size there. He's not a center. Defensively, he'll line up there. I'm sure he'll do just fine. I don't know who you have as your basketball player.
Oh, you.
Uh, so
Josh
I
has no
don't
knowledge of
know.
what I put. I knew Josh's team coming into this. Josh has no idea who I put on mine.
Yeah, I had to give him my team so that he could, get the
Edit this.
pictures and get everything ready. So I'm a little bit blind there. I may regret my decision. Who knows? But that's my starting five.
Mhm.
We're gonna be a very grinded out team on defense. Very low possessions. We're talking 2003, 2004 Pistons right there. allowing 70 points a game. Offense, as you can figure, it's going to be give the ball to Giannis and get the heck out of the way.
Oh yeah,
as
definitely.
as just about any other offense could be. I don't know how the three shooting is.
I mean, honestly, that's how
Um,
the Bucks are, to be honest.
uh, See, they're nice. They're nice though because they have a bunch of floor spacers. They've got guys that they can put everywhere, open up the lane for Giannis, and he
Mhm.
can drive and dish or drive and slam, whatever he's going to do. So I'm happy to have Billy Hamilton running my offense from a half court standpoint. We're probably going to get out and run. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. Got some runners there. Got some quick guys. Um, so it'll be a little bit more traditional of a team, I guess, where we're trying to bang down low, not
See,
shoot as many threes, but
here,
hey,
here's
we're
here,
working for efficiency here.
here's where probably you have the edge over me. You probably have a more balanced team. I don't know basketball, so this is not. I
Yeah.
don't think. I I just went with like what I think would work together in general. So, do you want me to go on to mine, or you still want to talk about yours?
No, I think that's just about what I've got there. I can give you a little bit of analysis on your team.
All right. Well,
So
where do you want to? Where do pick a sport? Where do you want me to start?
uh we'll go same order. Start baseball,
Base.
go
Okay.
hockey, soccer,
So
football,
so
basketball.
I'm starting out with Fernando Tatis Jr. And now
Okay.
you need young players on a basketball squad and young hot players. And Fernando Tatis is on one of the hottest streaks to start a season that I've ever seen in my life. He's
Absolutely insane.
batting 301, 12 home runs, 37 hits, 29 RBIs, 29 runs. OBP is a 381. He's slugging 650, and his OPS is at 1.032. He is just on fire, and he's been good. Like he's been in the league for a few years now. Young guy, but he's insane, and he's the next big guy. He's obviously I don't think he'll last his career in San Diego, but he is the next best star in the MLB. If Judge doesn't work out, Fernando Tatis will be a bigger name than Aaron Judge in a few years. Because
I
I
mean, you got Acuna as well over in Atlanta,
oh and
but
Acuna as well, but like I think Tatis will be better than Acuna, to be honest.
hmm,
Yeah.
that's
Also,
bold.
because I mean, right now I think Tatis is better than Acuna right now.
But he's the hotter guy for sure.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Next, what was your
Great
next?
defender. Great
Oh,
defender. He's a
definitely.
great athlete.
Did he win a Gold Glove? I forgot to check his awards, but I feel like he did win a Gold Glove last year. He was at least good. No, he didn't. Never mind. He didn't win it. But I could see
No.
him. I could see him winning a Silver Slugger this year. Obviously, if they do give out the award, he's up for
Hmm.
MVP, NL
Yep.
MVP. And he's if there was an All Star game, he would make it. If there was, I don't know, whatever the awards are there. Like, just I don't think they're gonna have
Home
this
run derby.
home run derby. He can win it honestly. All Star MVP, even though it really doesn't mean much, but still,
No.
it's nice to have those titles.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he can win Rookie this year. I don't think. I think he's already passed it where he can't win Rookie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yep.
he can't win
He
Rookie of the
he
Year.
passed the service clock last
Yeah,
year.
okay. But yep. That's just. I think you need. This is my first young. I'm saying this now. This is my first young guy because I have three veterans and two young guys. Because I think that's a perfectly balanced NBA
Yep.
team.
For
Uh,
sure.
what do you have? What did you do next?
Next one's hockey.
Okay, here's one of my veteran guys, Alexander
Ooh,
Ovechkin. Now
okay.
you need scorers, okay? Oh, this is my thinking. He scores, so he'll be fine. 706 goals, which is eighth all time in NHL history. 572 assists, leading to 1,278 points, which I believe is also eighth in it's up there in NHL history.
Yep.
He's played 1,152 games, so he can last forever. He's won a Stanley Cup finally. Um, nine-time most goals scored in the season. Nine-time like top scorer. Seven-time All
The
Star.
Richard Award.
Yeah, Richard Award. Seven-time All Star. 27 hat tricks, which I believe is 28th all time, which is still pretty good. He averages 0.61 goals per game and is yeah eighth in goals all time. So he's like I would think is one of your main score, your second top best scorer. My number one scorer hasn't been shown yet, but you're gonna be your guy who, if you give the ball to, you don't mind him taking the shot. If your number
No,
one
I
guy isn't on the field, that's why I
logic
see him as.
logically speaking, it's sound. I can't argue with you there.
Hmm.
Just a bit smaller of a guy.
Yeah,
In terms,
but
I think
he's
he's
tough.
what,
He
6
plays
foot.
hockey. He's tough. He's tough.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for
Definitely.
sure. He's a
Yeah.
guy you want as your shooting guard.
Yo, yeah, definitely.
I wonder what his background is over in Russia, or
I d-
even coming
do
here
they
of
even
basketball.
like? I know basketball is like big in the Baltics and the Balkan states, but I'm not sure how it is in Russia. I'm really not. I
Ah,
never.
who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
maybe he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
maybe it's what was your next one? I'm forgetting your order.
Soccer.
Soccer. Now here's our captain. It's gonna be Thomas
Ooh,
Mueller.
okay.
You need a guy who's able to lead a team and everything. So 623 caps. This is for club. I couldn't for some reason I can't you can't find stats that well on the internet for soccer players through U.S. search engines. It's really hard to. So I was only found to be able to find his club stuff because I literally just found it was doing the stats right before this. Because I haven't had time to do it to then. But so 623 caps for club, 241 goals, 194 assists, 3 times top scorer, one World Cup. That's the only that's one I knew at least. Um, two Champions Leagues with one being literally 5 days ago. One Club World Cup. 6 times DFB Pokal winner, 9 times Bundesliga winner. I believe one UEFA Super Cup. Um, and 6 or 7 German Super Cups. So this guy can win, and he's a captain. He's a leader. He's a guy you could trust to go out there, lead your team, and be a strong support to your number one. So him being an assister, helping Lewandowski score goals, he is the guy you could trust to help assist. That's why I
He's
see
a
him
locker
as.
room guy.
He
He's
is.
a locker room guy.
He
I found it here. He has 100 caps.
Yep.
For the German national team.
Yep.
38 goals.
Okay. I mean that's still pretty good. That's a goal
Yeah,
every three
very
games.
prolific.
That's
Yeah.
very good. Because I mean, Germany plays UEFA, and so I mean they play against some of the best teams out there. So
Yep.
I know they
For sure.
play I know they play Netherlands a lot for random reasons. They're always drawing,
Netherlands,
always
Spain,
drawing
Italy,
against the Netherlands,
Portugal.
always drawn against the Netherlands, always drawn against Poland for rivalry reasons. But
Yep.
yeah. All right. So next up, you did football, right?
Yes.
So I needed a big guy, but also who's young. Do you want to take a guess at who I picked?
Big guy, young. Okay.
You definitely know who it is. You definitely know who it is.
Are we talking Kenny Galladay?
No,
No.
I went bigger,
Big.
badder,
Okay, bigger,
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 badder,
badder.
and beastier.
Is he a Jets player?
No, no.
Oh, okay, okay.
If it was, then I wouldn't be putting him on this list.
I thought you were about to tell me Quentin Williams.
No, no, no. I went with Derrick Henry.
Oh,
He is
okay.
the tough guy to get the ball to. He's the Draymond Green to this team. he
In a sense, yeah,
Yes,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. Because I mean, this dude you can't take down. Hit last year. I mean, for his first few seasons, he was average. He was but it's obviously now that he's exploding in the right offense. He's doing fine.
Hmm.
1,540 yards rushing last year. 16 touchdowns with an average of 5.1 yards per attempt. And one passing touchdown more than Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. So he gets it all done. I would look at this dude. You remember the image of Mark Ingram standing next to him at the the playoff game?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the intensity I think he'll bring to a basketball court, where he just is so intimidating. You don't want to be marked up against this guy at all. You don't want to block him or anything, or stand in his lane when he comes rushing down to at least get a layup in or something maybe. But he's a scary dude you want on the team, a scary big strong guy that you want.
yeah, he's a bastard down low for sure. He and Mo Ali Cox will go at it.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I'm not seeing. I don't think he has any basketball
No, yeah,
background,
I did not look at
but
at that at all. That's my one mistake. I didn't even bother with that. I just thought honestly we're going with the players that we think would make just a randomly good team without any prior experience.
hey, I don't hate it. He's despite being a big guy, I know he's a power guy. He's got some finesse. He's got some hands. Obviously, being a running
He's
back, so
fast. He's fast. He's strong.
he's
Like what more do you
strong.
need?
Yeah.
Now,
Well, let's hope he can shoot the ball or have some handles.
yeah, my last guy has some huge bias towards. But and
Okay.
I'm only talking about his basically his. I mean, I could talk about his NBA career, but his college career is where like you would want him at, and it's Kemba Walker.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I don't even hate that as a pro
oh,
pick.
I mean, yeah, I just like I want to talk about more of his college career because that's why I think it's like more compelling to his case. So right now he
Okay.
does average his career of 19.9 points career wise, so which is pretty
Mhm.
good. 4-time All Star, But then the best is his college stuff. He is a NCAA champion. He's always been
Mm,
in the top stats of the Big East when he played for. He was always like top scoring, top assists, and everything.
mm.
Um, he was 2011 consensus All American. He was a Wooden Award finalist. He won the NCAA Tournament Most Outstanding Player in 2011, Big East Tournament MVP, and the Bob Cossey Award, which is top collegiate point guard.
Yep.
Um, and so like Kemba UConn is possibly one of the greatest collegiate basketball players ever, and that's just
Oh,
a
for
fact.
sure.
That's just I think it
Yeah.
was so it's like the top two from the decade. It's between Anthony Davis this past decade. The top ones were between Anthony Davis and Kemba Walker, which
Yeah.
is I can't argue Anthony Davis being bad either. Anthony Davis, like, it's so hard to pick between the two.
One of the most dominant. Well, he had the absolute most dominant seasons. He was one of the
Yeah.
most dominant players in his one
Mhm.
season. Kemba had
Kemba played 3 seasons. His first two were
three
pretty
seasons.
good,
Okay.
but he shined in his last when they won the title.
Oh, yep,
Obviously, when like
yep. He had Jeremy Lamb alongside him.
Jeremy,
Correct.
I used to know the whole team. Jeremy Lamb, I think Olander was on the team.
Let's see.
Oh my! I used to know the whole team by heart. Cause I mean that's UConn for me right there.
Hashim to beat maybe.
Shoot, I know. I think
Uh,
Shabazz Napier was his backup. Shabazz Napier, another good guy, but only good in college though.
yep.
Um,
No, he's. I mean, he's all right. I
is
guess.
he still in the
So
NBA?
this.
You can't tell me he's still in the NBA, is he?
Yes.
No way, he's still in the NBA.
Yes.
I actually have to search it up. But what are you saying?
Okay, so the 2010, 2011, correct? That
Yep,
was
yep. That was when they won. They
his
won
okay.
March Madness 11.
So they had Shabazz Napier,
Yep,
Jeremy Lamb.
yep.
Those are the only two notable
No, keep
names.
naming them. I will definitely know them.
Well, I'm talking notable. I'm
Okay.
talking big
Yeah.
NBA guys.
Yep.
Enosh Wolf, Roscoe Smith,
Didn't start. No.
uh, Tyler Olander,
Tyler Orlander. Yep, I love him.
Niles Giffey, and
Okay.
Michael Bradley. Not the
Michael.
same Michael Bradley, obviously.
Yeah. That's the whole.
So,
That's not the whole team. That's not the whole team, is it?
no, there's a few other guys.
Wait, name
Don't
them
really
off.
matter though.
They might.
Kyle Bailey,
Okay.
Donald Beverly,
Okay. Oh, I remember.
Jamal Coombs McDaniel,
Okay.
Charles Okwandu,
Okwandu. Oh my god, I
Alex
remember him.
Araiki,
Yeah.
Benjamin Stewart.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my god, those bring back memories of that team.
Now Kemba, I like that because he was with Charlotte
Yep.
for his first,
He
what was
was
it, 8
held.
years?
Yeah,
One, two.
he was so held down by them, and I was saying the whole time he's one of those players like where I see in Fernando Tatis, Mike Trout. He's like one of those players where like you have to get out of your drafting team, no matter how loyal you are. You're never gonna succeed at anything if you're gonna stay with
He's
a crap team. And
he's this. Yep.
thank God he went to Boston because I'm a huge Boston fan as well, Boston Celtics
Hmm.
fan, and so I know I have the weirdest fan choice. I think people are starting to realize I am so weird
It's
to my teams, but
it's hard because Connecticut has no pro
yeah,
teams.
we got nothing here. That's why I want the Whalers back. But um, it's I was so happy when he signed with them. The issue is though, I have a Kemba Hornets jersey in my thing, in my jersey collection. So I mean, now I need to get a Boston one and everything. But yeah, it's I was so happy to see it. And he can actually like have a shot at winning now, even though I don't think they'll do it this year. I don't think they'll win it. I'll be shocked if they
Hey,
do, but I'll be
I mean,
happy.
I had them in our pod. I had them going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hmm.
A bit iffy if they'll beat Toronto.
Yeah.
Tough with that loss of Gordon Hayward.
I mean,
Um,
the Celtics have survived Gordon Hayward for a long, long time.
he's been in and out, but
Yes.
he's still a top player. He's still another guy that adds to the rotation, whether
Mhm.
coming off the bench or a starter. Another
Jason
guy you want on the floor.
Jason Tatum has been fire. I'm good. Jalen Brown is stepping up at least. So, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's.
always been.
I mean, you got a good team. They're
Yeah.
lacking in the 5
Yep.
position.
Yep.
Daniel Tyson and his Cantor are serviceable, but yeah, Boston's got a shot. I like your team. I like the
Yeah.
logic behind it. I like I like the direction you're going.
Hmm.
In terms of pure basketball skill, I think my team may have gotten you beat.
Yeah.
A
Yeah. But
bit more of a back, but different
creativity,
approaches.
creativity. I think I have you beat.
No doubt about that.
Yeah. We'll look back
No
at
doubt
Josh's
about
team real
that.
quick. I'm putting your team back in on the score. You put last thing to say. You have Billy Hamilton, Mo Ali Cox, David De Gea, Anders Lee, Giannis. I'm not gonna go farther than that. Then on my team, we got Kemba Walker, Thomas Mueller, Alex Ovechkin, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Derrick Henry.
Yeah, no, those sound good. Yeah, I like it.
Now, there's gonna be a straw poll in the description below. Vote for which team you think is better. That poll will be going for, I think we'll have it set for like a week till next when we do our next rankings episode next. We'll record next Thursday, so next Friday the video will be out. And what's it? Should we have any stakes at what happens if we win? If who comes out with a better team?
Um, better team. We will
We're really bad at this. I immediately
loser buys winner dinner.
okay, deal.
We'll
I
call it
really
that.
don't. I paid for dinner for you before, so everyone vote mine.
So we do. Let us know too in the comments if you have any other players you
Mhm.
would add in place. Your starting five that you would have. Just anything. I really enjoyed making this video.
Yeah,
I thought it
same.
was fun. I don't
We'll
know.
do something
Cool.
similar in a few weeks. With
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll look into explore what else. Um, so I think
I think
that's
that's
gonna
it.
wrap it up for this show.
Yep.
Thanks for listening. Again, feel free to drop a comment, like whatever. Let us know how we're doing. So we really appreciate all you guys.
Hmm.
So,
Yep. Thanks for watching.
all
Don't forget
right,
to subscribe on new podcast Sunday.
all right.
Thank you.
Peace.